Another big trial underway this hour. Multiple witnesses today accused Shawnte Hardin of impersonating a funeral director, using that title to retrieve bodies from funeral homes and coroner offices, and then signing that paperwork to have the bodies cremated. The question tonight, though, is, was it illegal? 10 TV's Kevin Landers live in Toledo this evening, where the Lucas County coroner took the stand today. Kevin.
Well, good evening. The coroner's testimony shed new light on this case. She testified about one particular body that was taken from the morgue and sent to a building she says it was not supposed to be placed in. That body, according to the state, was under the care of Shawnte Hardin. Shawnte Hardin showed up 25 minutes late for his own trial.
Why are you late to court?
Oh, traffic we were extremely backed up with traffic.
A trial where he stands accused of performing funeral services he wasn't legally allowed to perform.
You can't leave an unembalmed health hazard in an unprotected area.
Dr. Diane Scala Barnett, the Lucas County coroner, testified she was concerned when she saw how a body under the care of Shawnte Hardin was stored after it left the county morgue. Rather than going to a funeral home, she testified the body was stored here in what looked like a storage room.
The body was actually laying on one of the collapsible party tables.
A room, she says, that wasn't refrigerated and could become a breeding ground for disease because it was not embalmed.
This room was not refrigerated. This body should have been under refrigeration, just like it was when it left our place. We keep our coolers at 39 degrees. That's the minimal of what this body should have been stored at. And the reason being is because we already talked about the necrotizing pneumonia. That is contagious. That needs to be kept refrigerated to lessen the decomposition. There's so many germs growing in that pneumonia that it easily gets into the bloodstream. It's called sepsis.
The coroner said she ordered the body back to the morgue the next day, something she called rare. Even so, people who retrieve bodies from a morgue or sign cremation forms don't have to prove they are funeral directors. Even portions of death certificates can be filled out by anyone.
Nobody checked to see if he was a funeral director?
Not of my knowledge, no.
Just the funeral home?
Yes.
Hardin's attorney tried to paint his client as a victim of rumor mongering among a tight-knit funeral community, something those in the business admitted to.
Mr. Hardin was a newcomer, an outsider.
Yes.
He didn't go to those dinners.
No.
Viewed with some suspicion, is that fair?
Unfortunately, yes.
By all of them, even though they may not know anything. True?
Yes.
And you shared in that suspicion before you ever encountered Mr. Hardin.
I think I did.
They told you to watch out for him. He's shady.
Yes.
Now, ahead at 6, you'll hear from a woman who was a client of Shawnte Hardin who says when they buried her father, they didn't get the services they were promised. Reporting live in Toledo, Kevin Landers, 10 TV News.